customer brought us a truck that he bought from his buddy, and his buddy told him that he just needed timing chains done in it. It's the 3.5 EcoBoost. Red flags. You buy something from your buddy and he tells you need timing chains, I'm a little worried about it. So let's go talk to Donald and find out what the deal is. Is this it?
Yeah.
Based on previous owner who did maintenance and he rebuilt the motor? Okay, let's slow it down. Once the timing chains replaced, the previous owner who did the maintenance and rebuilt motor, check engine lights on, 2 cylinders misfiring. Initial customer states the seals. First off, how long has the check engine light been on? Did anybody ask?
A few months.
Few months.
Yeah.
And it's got how many miles on it?
215,000.
Oh, I'm sure the catalytic converters are just happy and fine. Customer states the truck runs hot, up Trapper's Loop, only towing uphill. Oh, Jiminy. So, did you tell him we don't want to just jump in and do what his buddy thinks needs done on the truck?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And how did he take that?
Great.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, because I don't want to just take his money. So what I explained is let's tread lightly. We'll get a bird's eye view on the whole vehicle and do a used car inspection. If it needs timing chains, great, but the last thing I want to do is have him spend X amount of money on timing chains and we miss a potentially bigger issue.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
which, love that idea,
So, wait a minute, hold the phone. As I'm reading the notes here, the previous owner also rebuilt the transmission during their ownership? Well, this thing's had everything done stem to stern on it. What's it even got problems with unless it wasn't done right?
Yeah, he likes the truck, thinks it's a good truck, but, he trusts his buddy who did all this work. He says by the age and mileage, it needs timing chains. They're just due by interval.
Well, 250, they'll be stretched to really bad. But that's probably not what's causing his misfire, and certainly not causing his overheat condition.
Yeah, check engine lights off. Code may have been cleared, but it's been off for weeks now. But he was having...
Did he have anything done to turn the check engine light off?
No, the check engine light would come on while he was towing his boat uphill. Shortly after that, that's when he cleared the check engine light. Hasn't came back since.
And the check engine light was on for misfiring. He knows that.
Misfires,
okay.
yeah.
Did he give us the codes? Did he happen to have the code numbers? Was it random or? Yeah, I don't see a code.
He didn't keep them. No,
Okay.
He didn't document it. He had a handheld code reader. So
everybody out there, this is real important. I've talked to everybody that's watching this. Listen, everybody's got a code reader. You can clear your codes, and that's great and all that. But you're not doing yourself any favors by clearing a code and then taking it to your shop and saying, "Well, the check engine light's on, but I cleared it," and then the shop's got to figure out you've wiped the memory. When you have the codes, take a screenshot of them so that you can give that to your service writer so they kind of know what systems are having a problem. In this situation, misfire could be, what cylinder would be nice, or is it random misfire, so there's more than one misfire code. It'd be helpful if we knew it.
So all to aid to that, before we dive into looking at your check engine light, again, let's start off small. Let's get a bird's eye view on the truck, and then let's establish a baseline so we can see, if there's repairs. Let's allocate his budget to that. Then at that point, then we can look and we can dive more into the check engine light and see if codes are still present or history codes, whatever's there.
So basically, what we should do first is like a used car inspection.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And so how long has this new guy bought this from his friend?
He's had it for a few months.
Okay. Well, we should have done it a few months ago.
Yes.
That's the point. Okay. Who do you want to do this?
Tyson.
Really, Tyson?
Yeah. It's already in the shop.
Yeah, but I mean, the guy's so busy, dude.
I know. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got a good eye for this.
Where's the keys?
Yeah, on the board. It's actually in the shop right now.
Tyson.
Yes.
Before you pulled it in, did you take it on a test drive?
I did go up and down the frontage road.
How's it feel?
Feels good, but I did get a flashing check engine light.
Is it flashing now?
No, it is not.
Did it go out? I don't even see it on.
It did. It went out.
It went out?
Yeah, it was only when I did full throttle all the way to 5,000 RPM.
How about we do this? Let's hook up the scanner.
Yeah.
And I'll ride passenger, and let's kind of look and see what's going on.
Yeah.
Okay, get a scanner on. I went over it with Donald.
Okay.
But what's kind of concerning to me here is it says rebuilt motor, and he's also got transmission rebuilt during his buddy's ownership. Check engine light was misfiring. You saw it flashing, and then it went out, which is weird. 215,000 miles. Seems pretty smooth right now, huh? Just rev it up a little bit. Let me see. our temperature. He's complaining too that it was overheat. Engine coolant over temperature. Not current data trouble code. Cylinder 3 misfire detected.
Okay.
Engine coolant misfire detected. Cylinder 3. Huh. Okay. Misfires on that cylinder. That cylinder number 4 had 15 of them.
Okay. Well, now the light stays on solid. Okay.
We didn't clear the codes. I didn't
Nope.
clear them. Yeah.
All I did was a scan.
Hit it.
Right there. I feel it right now.
Yeah. Yeah. It counted another 30 just during that time. Okay.
Let's start having a look.
Let's pull it. Let's pull it in.
Yeah.
It's obviously got a misfire. What do you think we ought to look at first, dude? Pull plug?
Let's start doing the evaluation
Yeah.
here for the used car inspection.
Cylinder number 4 got, so 3 and 4 both are misfiring. Are they on the same bank as on this engine?
I'd have to look and see.
Because the overheat, I'd be thinking maybe head gasket, if they're next to each other. 3 and 4, I don't know the firing order on this thing, but if they're on the same bank,
Yeah.
the guy's got an overheat. Where's our temperature? Still good though, right?
Yep.
Well, he's got coolant in it. It's hard to see in the bottle, but he's got it in there. You want me to look up the firing order on this engine to see if it's...
Can't.
These are big old heat traps, man. I know why they put them in there. It's because the direct injection is so noisy and people don't like to hear the tick, 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 tick. But, I think they ought to be taken off cars. See, in fact, they put this thing, see, this is a big old insulator for noise, and it goes right over your high pressure pump. That's your fuel injection pump. And it can be noisy. I think I'd rather live with the noise and let the heat, leave. Just my thinking there, folks. Nope. So there goes that theory. Cylinder 3 is on the passenger side rear bank, and cylinder 4. So 3 and 4 are not on the same bank. Doesn't mean that it doesn't have a blown head gasket. Tyson, is it me? Am I just getting shorter, or
what's
the deal here, dude?
Yeah.
It seems like
I'm trying to get to the dipstick here.
every time I'm looking, or maybe it's I just don't stretch as much, man. I can't get to anything. It's okay, huh?
All right, let's look here. See what we see.
It's pretty plugged up, dude. Between the condenser, which is here, this is the AC condenser, this is the tranny cooler, AC condenser, and then behind it is the radiator. This is our intercooler down here. But the front of that radiator is impacted. It looks to me like at least 50 to 80% of just trash, garbage. Yeah.
So you got all that. There's no air flowing through any of that.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
One thing that concerns me is talking about overheating. I might want to pull it in and do a cap crack and check it for hydrocarbons. See if we get any readings out of it real quick.
You want to do that before we do the rest of the inspection?
We can do it first.
You get the machine fired up, I'll pull it over.
Okay. Go ahead. Okay, go.
Whoa.
Oh, whoa.
Okay.
There we go. Yeah. Okay. So I've had a couple of these where that extra pressure from the turbos, that's when the head gasket will show its failure, and that's where you'll get the overheating while they're pulling a hill. And
So you really want to, so that little trick, like let it pressurize up. Be
let
careful.
the residual. Yeah, you got to be careful.
Yeah, you don't want to. You don't want it to boil over on you. We should probably put that disclaimer for children. Don't try this at home.
Yeah, you get that initial sniff.
Yeah, let's sniff it again and see how big it still is. It fell down to 18. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. See how it's less now?
Oh, he's got blown head gaskets.
Wow.
Yeah.
So with 215, we'll see what he wants to do.
Well, what I want to know is, it says on the ticket the guy had the motor rebuilt, but as I'm looking at this and everything, it looks like it's as dirty as the rest of the frame.
Let me read it again. So for some reason, he thinks he needs timing chains based off the previous owner.
Yeah, which is weird because I don't hear him rattling or anything,
Yeah,
you know?
so
yeah.
previous owner rebuilt the transmission during ownership.
No.
There's
Look,
that one.
I know, I saw that one, but look, owner who did maintenance and rebuilt motor. I don't know.
Must have been a long time ago.
I know.
Then.
I gotta call him or something.
Yeah.
Because if that is the original motor and the bottom end's good, I would definitely recommend replacing the timing chains when we pull the heads off and do head gaskets. I mean, for sure, I would do timing chains, but that's not going to fix anything. But I'm going to say at 200,000 miles, it failed because it's a 3.5 EcoBoost.
Yeah, they're known for that.
They fail. But that radiator probably, was like the straw that broke the camel's back. I don't know, chicken
Doesn't
egg.
help.
Doesn't help.
Because it's an analog gauge. It doesn't show you whether you're constantly getting to 230 instead of 220 or 240.
I guess the point here is, especially if you're pulling, towing rigs and things like that, that front of that radiator, you can't see it because you pop it, you think you're looking at the front of the radiator. Folks, you're not looking at the radiator here. You're looking at the condenser. The radiator's behind that. And what happens is all that stuff comes through here at 60, 80 miles an hour, the road dirt, just stuff that's on the road, and it gets slowed down enough that it hits the radiator and then it stops. It doesn't go through the radiator. That's why you'll never see it on these cores. This kind of absorbs most of the impact, it gets through there, and then it just kind of builds up on the radiator. So pay attention to it.
And then when your condenser starts looking like this, might be a good time to replace it while the radiator's out getting clean, because you don't have good flow through those fins anymore.
These all get bent over and stuff like that, so you don't have.
You can see his intercooler's pretty beat up too.
Oh yeah, look at the intercooler down there, how that's all smashed.
every little bit helps.
Yeah.
Keep temperatures down.
Before I call the guy, let's do the rest of the used car inspection.
Okay.
And that way I can give him the ugly news and hopefully nothing else. But let's finish it up.
Okay.
Pretty clean truck on the outside.
Yeah, it's got a few.
I mean, for 200,000 miles, I can see that.
Little
where we've had a little bit of rust or something, but yeah, down there on the rockers, look at that rust on that rocker. Holy smoke, that's bad though. Jeez.
Other than that, the rest of the body looks pretty good.
Huh.
Don't see any big dents or anything. Looks like he's got a few performance items on it.
Like what?
Got the AFE rear diff cover. Big old diff cover on there.
His rear rotors look pretty trash, dude.
Yeah.
And his pads are almost metal to metal on this side. He's right at his wear indicators on this pad. Guys, let me help you here, guys. If you go to a place and a muffler shop does this kind of work for you, they go from a larger pipe to a smaller pipe, getting rid of your resonator here and your muffler back there, I guess. And they don't even use I don't even know what kind of pipe that is. Look how rusted that is. That's terrible. Huh. Okay. Doesn't look too bad under here. He's going to need brakes all the way around soon.
You can see the drive belts from here.
Oh, that kind of stuff. That's all coming off when you do
See a little corrosion up there.
the water pumps leaking. Okay. We'll write it all up. I'm going to call the guy. Doesn't look like it's terrible. What I'd like to do, let's let it down. Let's just double check. Let's check our tranny fluid.
Okay.
See what it looks like, smells like, real quick, and then I'll call him. This is David, Dave's Auto.
Oh, hi, Dave. How are you?
Good. Hey, listen, we've done our initial inspection on the car. We had the same problem that you had with the misfire under load, cylinder number 3 and 4. Pulled it back into the shop. Didn't take us long. We did a hydrocarbon check. You've got blown head gaskets on the engine. I know Donald talked to me a little bit about this, and I guess you bought this from a buddy, and he said, hey, you need to do the timing chains on this.
Yeah.
And there's also some other notes, so I'm just going to try to get some clarification from you here so that we get it right. But it says that the engine was replaced and the transmission was replaced. Is that correct?
No, he redid the transmission, not the engine.
Okay.
Yeah, he disassembled and then put back in a refurbished one.
Okay. So on the engine, nothing's been done on, just the tranny.
Yeah, I've got notes from him.
What I'm trying to establish here is, so the tranny's been rebuilt.
Yeah, the thermostat, trans with refurbished unit, rear main seal, case input shaft seal, crankshaft seal, ATF, starter, downstream driver side O2 sensor, and HVAC blend door actuator is the list that I got.
Okay. Do you have that patient's history that you could forward? Is that in an email or just a text that he sent you?
It's an email, but it's essentially a text. I just read you all the details of the email.
Okay.
That's all.
Is that the invoice from the actual work or just his notes?
No, that's just what That's
Okay.
That's what he did, and is the second or third owner. I thought they were original. They're not original. It's my sister and her friend.
Okay. No problem. No problem. Okay, so listen, the engine, if those are since the engine hasn't been built, okay, you got 215,000 miles on it. Your cylinder heads will have to come off. Now, this is a 3.5 EcoBoost, and, it's got turbos on each side, twin turbos, V6. So I want to kind of walk you through what needs to be done, but what we're going to be looking at so you understand how much of the patient we're going to be kind of cutting open and the organs we're going to be looking at, okay? Now, I'm going to do that for you and answer any questions you have, but I'm not going to quote you any costs yet because it's an estimating right now, and Donald will be the one to call you and kind of give you your options on the estimate, okay?
Sure.
All right, the first thing, you've got blown head gaskets. We verified that by sniffing for hydrocarbons, which is our exhaust gases, in the cooling system. So the overflow bottle there on the driver's side where you'd add antifreeze, you pop the cap off of that and you sniff it with a gas analyzer, the same type of analyzer that we'll check emissions with. And if you have hydrocarbons in your cooling system, and you don't have a little bit, you got hundreds of them. I mean, it went from like 15 to over 500 instantly. So you've got a ton of hydrocarbons in your cooling system, which is a dead nut indicator that you got a blown head gasket. And that's what's causing your misfire. The timing chains, when we remove the cylinder heads, we've got to disassemble the timing chains off of the motor. So we can certainly, put timing chains on it. And at 215,000 miles, if they're the original ones, I guarantee they're stretched and it would be a good service item to do. But timing chains, like what you brought it in for, if we'd have just gone at it and replaced timing chains, we wouldn't have fixed anything. We'd have done maintenance for you, but we wouldn't have fixed anything.
Yeah.
So you're going to need the heads removed. The mileage, we'll check them. We'll vacuum check them to make sure that the valves are not leaking or anything like that. If they are, that would be the time to have the valves refaced in the cylinder head. Basically a valve job on the cylinder head. We'll have to pull the turbos off of it. Everything from the top of the motor, turbos, cylinder heads, all that's going to come off. So all those items we'll be looking at and letting you know the condition of them.
Okay.
So do you have any questions?
Yeah, are we embarking on a fix that we shouldn't be messing with, or on a truck with it's over, what is it, 210? I mean, is this something that is reasonable to repair? I don't mean reasonably priced. I mean, for this truck at this phase in its life.
It's a good question. The engine sounds really good. I don't have any bearing noise. I don't have any ticking. I don't have anything to indicate that I've got bottom end issues or anything like that. I don't have any smoke out the exhaust pipe, like blue smoke, like it's burning oil or anything like that, which is a good indication that I don't have any ring issues. It's also a good indication that your turbos are probably okay, but I won't know that till I pull the turbos down and I actually inspect them. And you'll be able to see if they're starting to leak oil past the turbines, the seal, because the compressor side will be full of oil if it is. But those will be looked at. At 215,000 miles on a 3.5 EcoBoost, it's not unusual because it's a turbocharged motor, which means that it's higher. It's got a lot more cylinder pressure than a normally aspirated motor would have. So they're kind of prone to blowing head gaskets. It's the nature of the beast.
Okay.
Okay?
Gosh, Dave, thanks so much for the info. that's fantastic.
Yeah, you bet. And again, Don will probably call you. I would expect a text with an estimate for you and some options sometime today. I appreciate it. Appreciate your time. You have a good day, and we'll talk soon.
Okay, appreciate it, Dave. Talk soon.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, we'll turn it over estimating and see if we can help him.